Good afternoon, everyone. This is Christian with PerfectStockAlert.com, a 100% free service for smart investors and traders. All we ask in return, please refer a friend. Today is Wednesday, November the 28th, 2012. I'm feeling a lot better, so I'll take a moment today and make this a video to see if I can explain some of what's going on in the markets right now. You can see that we had a big move today in the Dow Jones Industrial Average. It gained 106 points over yesterday's close. However, intraday activity, whenever you see the market charts and they're telling you, like for example, today it was up 106 points. That is compared to yesterday's close to today's close. So there's 106 points right here. However, there's also another 100 points basically right here. So this is actually a 220 point day right here. A pretty big move. A lot of volatility there. Doesn't really impress me. Again, I've talked about this before. You had this little downtrend going on right here, and this is the main thing to be watching when you're looking for opportunities. When you're in an overall downtrend, that means that your series of low points are going to be lower than the previous, as well as the high points will be lower than the previous. And as long as that's the case, you're looking for sell opportunities. Now, in this particular situation here, yesterday we talked about you could take a couple of short opportunities in a couple of different charts that I showed you, but I didn't get short the Dow Jones Industrial Average. And I'm still watching this to see if I can find an opportunity. Right now, I don't see what I'm looking for. I'd like to see a nice shooting star signal. I'd even like to see a nice pull advance up here to the 50-period moving average. At that point, I'd be really happy with the short opportunity. Right now, we're just kind of watching it. She's made this move here, kind of consolidated here. This could threaten, and we could kind of continue to move here on sideways, trying to firm up along this middle Bollinger Band line, and then try to advance again. That somebody could make an argument at that point that you could see this is the first leg, this is consolidation, and then the second leg would be the same size as the first, so therefore you simply measure this distance out and then add it here and say, well, we're going to break out. So somebody could make that argument. I'm not going to buy that. I'm not going to try to buy that ahead of that, because I don't like the scenario where you're trying to pick the exact point that the market's going to turn from a downtrend to an uptrend, and I don't like buying situations where you already, if they're over the overbought condition, the ultimate oscillator, so I'm not going to do that. I am going to watch and see how we respond if we get up here at the 50-period moving average. Remember, like I talked about a couple of videos ago, I'm not going to be interested in the market potentially reversing and any of that hype until we take out this previous high right here. If we can't do that, then there's no reason to argue that we have any potential reason to be buyers here. We did take a buy opportunity here. We only did that because we were expecting a bounce there, and we trade that bounce to the upside, and now we're just sitting around waiting for good quality sell signals. So until I get a really good one here on the Dow Jones Industrial Average, I'll just continue to watch. But right now, this is something that you're going to hear, from one day to the next. The politicians come out telling you that, oh, we're getting close to an agreement, and then the markets go up. Oh, the next day we're going to hear about, we're not getting close to an agreement at all, and then market's going to go down. You're going to see that continue and probably become more vicious as we reach closer to the deadline in December for that fiscal cliff news. So expect a lot of hype and a lot of crazy activity, and don't try to just take a guess at what's going to come out. Just follow the chart. Whatever the chart's telling you, do that. Right now we're in a downtrend, and that means you need to be cautious and looking for short opportunities. Quick glance here at Australia's market, the AORD. We haven't messed with this one in a while. We've been just letting it bounce without us. We didn't try to trade this bounce to the upside. We're watching this bounce for an opportunity to go short. We're now trading at or above the 50-period moving average, which is where we like to be looking for those short opportunities. But again, this bounce doesn't mean anything, and closing above the 50-period moving average doesn't mean anything. The only thing that's going to ever mean anything to you is when you can take out a previous high. Right here is your previous high. So until you can take out this price, there's no reason to consider this anything other than an overall downtrend where you want to be looking for sell opportunities. So any more activity to the upside here, get a peak signal, a shooting star like this or something like that, then I'm going to obviously go short and look for this to get pulled back down here. You'll notice in this case here, no hammer candlestick formation. That tells me that this is not a true sustainable bottom. I'll also like to point out on the ultimate oscillator, you are now reaching up above the overbought condition on the 70 line at the ultimate oscillator, and this is something that we're seeing conditions form across the board in Europe. Every chart that we keep track of are showing the same conditions. We get this massive bounce going on after this big sell-off, and then what are we going to come to? Are we going to have some reason that the market's, oh, okay, now all of a sudden we can rally? We have all this new momentum to the upside. I don't see it. I think we bounce up there on massive sell-off and the Fed stimulus, and then we come to the realization that we still don't have any reason to rally any higher than we had over here before, so we just crumble. We'll wait and see, but it's not looking good to me. In fact, I would be quite happy if I were had missed this overall short situation here, and then you're getting this bounce here. This is giving you an opportunity to get short again. Just watch for the signal.
Please take a moment to review our disclaimer. The information provided herein is our opinion only. Under no circumstances do any statements here represent a recommendation to buy or sell securities or make any kind of an investment. You are responsible for your own due diligence. To summarize, we do not provide investment advice, nor do we make any claims or promises that any information here will lead to a profit, loss, or any other result. These videos are for educational purposes only.